Bare feet on the dashboard, soaking up the sun. You're in your cowboy hat, winking at me just for fun. On her way to nowhere, but it feels fine. Baby, I got you, so life is alright. And you make the stars align, make the sun come up and the moonlight shine. And you make everything alright. Something about this love with you. Sticky sweet and suntan, you're my cold drink. I melt away and drown like ice in the heat. We won't live forever, you know what I mean. 'Cause baby, I got you, so life is alright. And you make the stars align, make the sun come up and the moonlight shine. And you make everything alright. Something about this love with you. Getting there's half the fun. Baby, don't you wanna come? You know the time is right. You and me on a Saturday night. And you make the stars align, make the sun come up and the moonlight shine. And you make everything alright. Something about this love, something about this love, something about this love with you.
It's not quite a religious experience, but it's damn close.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
Hello. Hello.
The wheel is turning, but the hamster's dead.
Seriously? You guys gotta come up with a better name. Whatever. I'm not even getting paid for this show.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
To the basement! 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 Up to the basement! To the basement! To the basement! To the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio.
Made it through yesterday, thought I couldn't. I felt like giving up, but I wouldn't. Every breath and every smile I held on. I got bruises and I've got scars, and I can show you where they are. But underneath, there still beats a heart so strong. Keep praying, believing, still searching, still reaching. Keep trusting, never losing faith. Unbroken, unshaken, surviving the roads I've taken. I get up every day, keep on living. I can't see tomorrow, unsure what it may hold. Should it be joy or sorrow? There's one thing I know. Keep praying, believing, still searching, still reaching. Keep trusting, never losing faith. Unbroken, unshaken, I'm surviving the roads I've taken. I get up every day, keep on living. I get up every day, keep on living. I keep on living, keep on living. I keep on living.
His name is Michael Lee. That is a great tune called Keep On Living. I plan on it. And before that, Soho Down and a great tune called You. Well, you all are welcome to Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. We are KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing the best in new country music by artists trying to get discovered, get on FM radio, maybe even get themselves a big record deal. Absolutely. We are also syndicated on KUHS Denver, KUHSdenver.com, and I've got some great interviews lined up tonight. Mr. Gary West is going to be here. He's a great artist from the state of Minnesota. And then an hour after Gary West, I will be talking to a great group called Southern Gothic. We're going to enjoy their music as well. So you guys are in for a treat tonight. If you like Johnny Cash, you're going to love Mr. Gary West. Now, he's not a Johnny Cash impersonator, but he sure can pull off some Johnny Cash and a lot of other good stuff. So we're going to play his brand new album, lots of cuts off of it tonight, and we're going to have a good time. This next artist and I had a good time a couple of weeks ago interviewing. She is from El Dorado Springs, Missouri. She is celebrating a birthday today, and I never tell a woman's age. I'm just going to say happy birthday to my good friend in music, Miss Camber Kane. Her brand new single is called Singing My Own Song on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
Picked up my daddy's old guitar when I was 14. Somehow it wound up becoming my best friend. Along the way we sure saw a lot and learned some things. And I would put it all down on paper with my pen, from beginning to end. Everybody's got a story to tell. Everybody's got a song to sing about a small town back road, sunset radio turned up just about as loud as it'll go. That first love and how it felt so right. The first heartbreak that kept you up all night. And every ride that turned out to be wrong. Just another melody about the life and times of me, singing my own song. Life can sure throw a lot of things right at you, make you laugh or cry or make you smile. It can move so fast you don't know how it happens. But every step of the way can be worth every mile. It's all worthwhile. Everybody's got a story to tell. Everybody's got a song to sing about a small town back road, sunset radio turned up just about as loud as it'll go. That first love and how it felt so right. The first heartbreak that kept you up all night. And every ride that turned out to be wrong. Just another melody
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Reynolds Wrap on rabbit ears. TV tray back in the day, we'd watch a Wonder Years. Old Wagoneer, wood panel doors. We wore out our old jeans and were faded from the storm. And that old couch, we'd pull the cushions off if we found 50 cents. We'd go crazy, we thought we were rich. Take turns. Once a week, go out to eat for pizza after church. And that old church, red carpet floors, same old navy paisley tie Daddy always wore. And we'd sing hymns. They'd pass the plate when it was time to give. They'd put in a 20, I thought we were rich. We didn't have it all, but we all thought we said that we were blessed, and I believed her. Never thought the grass was greener on the other side of our old chain link fence. Yeah, we were rich. I never saw New York, never took a plane. Once a year we'd drive out to the nearest KOA and we'd light a fire. Stare at the stars and play flashlight tag with the people in the tent there next to ours. Time of our lives, we had as much as all the other kids. Maybe that's why we thought we were rich. We didn't have it all, but we all thought we did. And I remember Mama saying, we're blessed, and I believed her. I never thought the grass was greener on the other side of our old chain link fence. Yeah, we were rich. Got a few more dollars in my pocket since the day I left that cotton town. And back there they all think I made it, but God knows I traded for everything we had in that house. 'Cause we were rich. Yeah, we were rich. We didn't have it all, but we all thought we did. And Mama always said that we were blessed, and I believed her. I never thought the grass was greener on the other side of our old chain link fence. Yeah, we were rich. Yeah, we were rich.
Three very talented young ladies that make up the group Runaway June. That is called We Were Rich. They're not John Rich, though. He can not shave his legs and look as good as they do. They are very talented young ladies. Check out the video to We Were Rich by Runaway June on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. Up next, a great young Texas artist. His name is Cody Hibbard. This is called Just for the Record on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio. Also syndicated on KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, playing new country's best.
For the record, the reason you ain't heard from me is I've been trying to find the right words, and it ain't been easy. Just for the record, I know it's long overdue, but I gotta get this off my chest the only way I know how to. Yeah, girl, this one's for you. Some songs are meant for the radio, some songs are meant for a party crowd, some songs you put on a back row mixtape, some songs you gotta crank up loud. But here's a few chords and the truth about how I ain't me without you, and how wouldn't change one thing about you, wouldn't undo one thing we did. I know all that don't matter now. You got your life all figured out, and I'm just out here on the road with a bottle of Jack and a guitar, singing to no one. Some songs are meant for the radio, some songs are meant for a party crowd, some songs you put on a back road mixtape, some songs you gotta crank up loud. But here's a few chords and the truth about how I ain't me without you, and how right now I'm wishing we were back together. This one's just for the record. So I don't forget about your blue eyes and how it feels to live with my regrets. Some songs are meant for a midnight drive, some songs are meant for a country crowd, some songs you put on a back road mixtape, some songs you gotta crank up loud. But here's a few chords and the truth about how I ain't me without you, and how right now I'm wishing we were back together. This one's just for the record. Yeah, yeah, just for the record.
Hey, this is Brittany McLam, and you're listening to Today's Country with Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHSdenver.com.
Hope you got your keys, 'cause baby we're going places. I take a gas, no looking back, so let's go ahead and waste it. You're something different, got me out of my element. Tongue-tied hair blowing, midnight glowing, losing my mind, thinking I like where this is going. Runaway hearts in a getaway car, ain't nothing slowing us down now. It doesn't matter if we get
She is my good friend, Miss Brittany McLam, and that is called I Like Where This Is Going. You can check out the video to that one on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. What is Indie Country Television? Well, I call it CMT for the indie artist. That's right, over 400 videos playing 24/7, 365 days a year, around the clock for your enjoyment. All things radio and television are on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. Miss Brittany McLam is also a show and station sponsor of this program. She is into real estate, just like she's into country music. She got to be pretty good at that as well. She works for Keller Williams Realty, and if you need a home in the Franklin, Tennessee or Nashville, Tennessee area, hit up my good friend Miss Brittany McLam. You can see her logo on our website, IndieCountryTelevision.net. About halfway down the page, click on it, and it'll take you right to where you need to go. Where we need to go right now is back into more great country music. How about Corey and Kelly? This is called Take Me Back to Church on Today's Country, KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHSdenver.com.
She came home from work after a long, hard day, set her keys on the counter, began to pray. Oh God, I need you more than ever. My hope is lost, can't be found. Threw her hands in the air, knees hit the ground, and she cried, Jesus, I surrender. So take my hand and lead me home. Take me back to the place where you saved my soul. Down the old dirt road is a little white church where the memories linger and the people search for amazing grace. That sweet, sweet heavenly sound of that old-time religion that's good for me. Little children singing round the sycamore tree as we count our blessings beneath that southern sky. Oh, I need a break from this world sometimes. Take me back to church. Take me back to church. Take me back to where money wasn't matter so small. Just as I am, I was an awful call, and the neighbors would always lend a helping hand. We were there for each other no matter what for, 'cause every church had an open door, and the preacher man knew you by your name. We get so busy with life these days, when it's all smooth sailing we forget to pray. So take my hand and lead me home. Take me back to the place where you saved my soul. Down the old dirt road is a little white church where the memories linger and the people search for amazing grace. That sweet, sweet heavenly sound of that old-time religion that's good for me. Little children singing round the sycamore tree as we count our blessings beneath that southern sky. Oh, I need a break from this world sometimes. Oh, God, we need your love in this busy life. Take me back to church. Take me back to church.
Nobody knows new country
Like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
showers and he shaves. He puts on his suit. He jumps in his hybrid for his Monday commute. Worked real hard to get where he's at today, but he can't help but flip you the bird if you park in his parking space. There's a little bit of redneck in all of us. Deep down we like to fight and spit and cuss. Camouflage is our favorite color that you just can't hide. David Allen Cole t-shirt hanging in the closet. We wear it out proud when we're out honky-tonkin'. We raise a little hell, but in the end, in God we trust. There's a little bit of redneck in all of us. She's nothing but class in her heels and a dress. By the way she acts, you'd never guess what she does when the weekend rolls around. She might take you mudding in her truck, and if you're lucky, you might get stuck. There's a little bit of redneck in all of us. Deep down we like to fight, we spit and cuss. Camouflage is our favorite color that you just can't hide. Got an Earnhardt t-shirt hanging in the closet. We wear it out proud when we're out honky-tonkin'. We raise a little hell, but in the end, in God we trust. There's a little bit of redneck in all of us. It don't matter who you are or what you do, you're lying to yourself if you said it wasn't true. Everybody now, there's a little bit of redneck in all of us. Deep down we like to fight, spit and cuss. Camouflage is our favorite color that you just can't hide. Got a Jerry Reed t-shirt hanging in the closet. We wear it out proud when we're out honky-tonkin'. We raise a little hell, but in the end, in God we trust. There's a little bit of redneck in all of us. There's a little bit of redneck in all of us. Yeah, there's a little bit of redneck in all of us.
His name is Caleb McIntyre. He is from the Ozarks, just like where I'm broadcasting from in Branson, Missouri. That is a great tune called Redneck and All of Us, and that is one you can check out the video too on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. My good friend Caleb McIntyre. Now, Caleb is spelled with a K, and McIntyre is McIntire, so it's not like Reba McIntyre. It's like Caleb McIntyre. Well, I got a gentleman just like Gary West on the phone right now. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good, buddy. How are you?
Doing fantastic, boy. I was excited about this interview, and I'm sure glad you booked it. I've been looking forward to it.
Well, thanks for having me. The timing was impeccable, wasn't it?
Yes, absolutely. I believe it's at least our second one. We have talked before, but I never gets old, man. I love your music and love visiting with you. You have done quite a few things in the world of country music for the good, too.
Well, thank you, man. And I appreciate your support. You've always been real nice to us, and we sure appreciate it. And we got a new song coming out, so that's kind of exciting. And the COVID has kind of slowed the wheels of progress down a little bit. I think for most of us, we were kind of stunned and didn't know what to do. So we should have had a lot of these, or at least one of these songs out, probably back in the summer, and we just kind of held up. And we didn't know what to do, so we just kind of held up on it. So here we are. We're all right, throwing it back in there. We're going to do it again.
Right. Well, I'm doing this again because of COVID. I took about a year off of radio. I've done that a few times before and stepped away, but I just got to thinking people are tired of streaming stuff on Netflix and watching things on TV and no sports. And I'm a huge sports fan, so there wasn't any of that going on, but the new music like you guys keep making never did stop coming. And so I thought, maybe it's time to get back into this radio thing and get this music out there. And, and my work schedule freed up me for Thursday and Friday nights, about 3 hours. So I can do a 3-hour show and just still having a blast doing it, man. It just, it's all fun again. And the new music is great.
Well, good, because we're sure glad you're doing it. And, it gives us an outlet to show some new music, and it gives the folks something to it's almost like the old days gathering around the radio for the Grand Ole Opry. All right, kids, you gather around the old laptop. Gary West is going to be on tonight.
That's right. Well, you're not that old. Come on. Yeah, you've been doing this a while, and we'll talk about the Grand Ole Opry here in just a second. But one thing I want to say about the Grand Ole Opry is, I got this TV channel. It's called ICTV, Indie Country Television. And I was looking the other day for some programming to put on there, some new stuff. And of course, I'm looking for Christmas things coming up here in just a little while. But I saw this Saturday night at the Grand Ole Opry that streams on YouTube live on Saturday night. So I was able to go out and grab that. Now, I can't play it till Sunday on the channel. But I love still looking at the talent, the new talent, and the artists that have been members of the Grand Ole Opry for a long, long time performing on that big stage. And so we put that on the ICTV. You can check it out. New shows will be every Sunday.
That's wonderful. There's it's a wonderful and amazing institution. That's for sure. It's probably the biggest chunk of music history that I can think of. That. A lot of pioneering took place from there, the old Air Castle of the South.
Yeah. When we went to Nashville the last time was in 2018. The next day we went to the Nashville Universe Awards. I've won a couple of those, and that was a fun night in 2016.
Right.
But we went a couple of years ago. They didn't have it this year because they do it on the even years every 2 years. And unfortunately, COVID took it out this year. But the last time we went, the next day, we went to the Gaylord Opry and down there and toured all that. And we went and saw WSM, and I was watching a live radio show through those French door windows. And the history of that station, man, I didn't really realize it until I went there. And I saw, even Pat Sajak was on WSM radio long before he was on Wheel of Fortune, and he's been doing that now 38 years.
Right, absolutely. Keith Bilbrey and... that's such a historic station, as you said. That's why I said I call it the Air Castle of the South. When I think of the Grand Ole Opry, you think of WSM. They go, of course, hand in hand, and people just don't maybe realize. Younger folks don't realize that was the only media out there.
Yeah.
People literally saved their batteries so they could gather around the radio and listen to Grand Ole Opry on Saturday night. And it's just a time period that was really amazing and, pioneering music and marketing music, I think, as well.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that in a little bit, too, because I'll tell you, I don't go that far back as far as sitting around the radio. I've grew up in the area of television as well, but, I missed the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. I saw today that, he would have been 95. Today was actually his birthday.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I certainly wasn't around when they were gathering around the radio, but I understand, and that's the part of the history. But that was a great time, also. That's for sure.
But my love for country music started back when the vinyl records were really popular in the 45s, and singles like "Lady" that Kenny Rogers made, and different ones like that. Man, I loved listening to that on my stereo that I had back there, which in our house in Missouri at that time, those things were heavy. I mean, it took two stout guys to lift those kind of stereos.
I'm still toting around records today, and my son, I gave him most of mine, and I thought that I would get rid of them and let him kind of carry that on. And I'll be darned if I didn't get stuck with them from his storage unit. So I'm still toting around records.
And it's so interesting, and you're still making them too. It's interesting that you're seeing vinyl making a comeback, in stores like Walmart and all these different ones, and I used to hang out at Sam Goody, and buy those vinyl records and stuff. that was an experience, man. I loved it.
Oh, it was great. You would get the album and you just study it, and you would listen to the music, and you try to read any fine print of who played on it, and it was just I miss those days, and I miss playing on the record player. Finally we got to a new place here, and I'm threatening to get I want to get a new receiver, not an old receiver. I'd like to get an old setup, and get all that stuff going, because I really enjoy that. I enjoy sitting around and listening to great music.
Well, congratulations on the new house too. We were talking about that right before we got on the air, and you guys bought a brand new home, and right now I would not have thought in the pandemic that real estate is as hot as it is, but it sure is.
Well, we're out in the middle of nowhere. We actually bought a house that was built in 1899, and they put a complete new foundation under it, and it's really kind of an amazing place. The two previous owners were concrete guys, so they've had a lot of upgrades. It's a really neat place, and I like being out in the country. I'm an Indiana boy originally, so being in a rural farm area fits me very, very well.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing on your website. You're originally from Indiana, but now you're in Minnesota, so I guess it wasn't cold enough for you in Indiana, huh?
Well, yeah, I didn't stay in Indiana long. I moved to Nashville in 1988, so I spent most of my better years in Nashville, and then I married a Minnesota gal, so Minnesota gals don't move. So we still work out of Nashville, but I'm not home a lot when we're touring. So this is the first time in about 6 years that I've been home during the summer. So at least for any length of time, and I've been home all summer. So it's been really nice. It's been great. Me and Julie could spend time together. That's for sure.
That is awesome. Tell Julie we said hi too. She is awesome lady.
Oh, I'll sure do it, man. I think she has more fans than I do. For sure.
Oh, I don't know about that. she may be catching you.
She's got a lot of followers out there. I tell her all the time. I said, whoever I talk to, I said, just know automatically that they said hello and ask how you're doing, because everybody says that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's talk a little bit about your history in the world of country music. You did grow up around the Grand Ole Opry, and you performed for quite a long time with Mr. Jimmy Dickens. I think I saw 12 years. Is that right?
Yep, I did. I came to Nashville in 1988, and I started with Del Reeves, and I played about a year with him. And he decided he wanted to go up and work up in Knoxville, and he had a promoter up there that did a series of shows, and I just got to Nashville, so I really didn't want to work up in Knoxville. So I kind of stayed there and end up working on my own music, and that's really why I came to Nashville. I didn't want to even tell anybody I played drums, so I ended up working with him, and that was awesome. And then worked with Little Jimmy Dickens for about 6 years, and I took another break and started going back on the road and singing again. And I went back with him for another 6 years, and I played with him up until the Opry, started slicing and dicing and getting rid of players. It was just the changes they went through, and we was part of that change. So, but it was an honor to get to be with him for such a long time. He was a lot of fun, and certainly another pioneer of country music for sure.
Yeah, I watched him and Brad Paisley a lot on the CMT award or CMA awards. When Brad and Carrie were hosting a lot before he passed away, and he's just a lot of fun. He looks like he would be fun to hang out with.
He was a lot of fun. He was a character, and I enjoyed pestering him. I was the young kid in the band,
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun. I liked picking on him, and he took it well, and he gave it right back, buddy. He was a master.
Yeah. Now, I looked at the website too and saw that one time, I guess maybe in 1 year, you did like 65 demo sessions for other artists, and you've backed up artists like Johnny Paycheck, Charlie Pride, Porter Wagner, Hank Thompson. It says and many more, and I don't doubt that at all. Tell us about some of that experience and what that was like.
Well, when we was playing with Jimmy Dickens, we did a lot of package shows, and in the old days, Jimmy Dickens was known for having his great bands. He brought Emmons to town. He brought so many great players to town, and he always had great bands. So oftentimes these promoters would do these shows, and other artists would be on there. A couple of them we backed up 17 different artists on one particular show, and it was like a dream. I had an album when I was a kid called the Nashville Package, and it was a list of Grand Ole Opry stars. And I used to sit in my room with my headphones on, and I would play through those songs and try to play through them perfect. And I don't know how many stars are on there, probably 8 or 10, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I would play through those and try to play them perfect, you know. And I ended up playing these shows, series of these shows with these artists on there, and they all came on there and did like 2, maybe 3 songs, even including Porter Wagner. And Porter Wagner never played without his band. And so it was really a cool thing to get to back up people like Porter Wagner and Charlie Pride, and you know, it was such an honor. I just couldn't believe it was happening. You know,
Yeah.
Elvis, I couldn't believe it was happening, man. But it was really cool to sit there and play for your heroes and just play, you know, the 2 hits or whatever, their biggest hits, you know. So it was really quite an experience, and got to do that quite a few times, you know, over the years, backing up different artists like that.
You have been doing a show before this pandemic hit called For the Love of Cash. Now you have a brand new album out that's called I Don't Do It for the Money, I Do It for the Love of Cash. It says in your website in a big O-N-O-T that you are not a Johnny Cash impersonator, but I've done this before, and I've told the audience before I start the song Ring of Fire, if you look away from the video playing on ICTV as well, and you don't know that that's not Johnny Cash. It sounds just like him. So you do a dead on Johnny Cash when you want to.
well, thank you very much. Yeah, I you know, I can sound like him, I suppose, if I really tried to, but also maybe do John Conley too. You know, I talk like John Conley too. So, and I'll tell you what, I'll throw some King of the Hill, little Hank Hill in there. I tell you what.
Oh yeah. You and my brother would get along. I can't do Hank as good as he can. Now I can do SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs pretty good. Get back to work. Get back to work, boy, and make me some money.
But yeah, you know, I'm definitely not a Johnny Cash impersonator. You know, I mean, there's folks that dress up in wigs, and I've just never been a person that would care to see one of those particular shows. I mean, I'm not putting it down. It's just not something I would want to go see. And I like being original as far as, you know, we really do a lot of things that are completely different from Cash. We do some things that are as close to Cash as we can get it. You know, we want to bring you back to that time or a moment in time, you know. And then other ones are just really a celebrations of songs. You know, I always think about, you know, doing a tribute. I thought, you know, if CMT did a tribute to Johnny Cash, would artists come on there and try to act like Johnny Cash? No, they wouldn't. They would come on there and they would be themselves, and they would do their best rendition of a Johnny Cash song. And you know, there are artists that, you know, like Del Reeves, he was a great impersonator, and that's kind of where I learned how to do that. I think that him and Rich Little were my biggest inspirations, you know, as a kid. Mm-hmm. So anyway, that's kind of where that all comes from, and I think our show's a lot like Del Reeves and even Jimmy Dickens type show. It's an older style show. My guys are all played on the Grand Ole Opry for many years. J.D. Hatfield played with Del Reeves for 20 plus years, plays harmonica, and he plays on our show with us. And Glenn Dickerson and Greg Hutchins both played with Gene Shepard. Mm-hmm. And there's Rex Clem, and Rex has played with everybody in the world and played on 1 million sessions in town, and he's been my best buddy since we were about 13 years old. So we've traveled a lot together.
That's awesome. You know, I was looking on your website too, and you got this thing coming up, and I saw a funny video you did on YouTube, man, and it made me laugh, and it's some good entertainment, short entertainment, a couple of minutes long, but I loved it. You got this thing called the Gary West Show coming live from the Corona Hideout studio. It says on Friday nights. When's that getting ready to kick off?
You know, I don't have a firm date because I'm still kind of I just now got my studio wired up here and kind of got settled, and I just kind of want to get everything settled, and I want to start doing that. And I don't have a firm date yet, but I do kind of have it shaped up, and I know kind of a little bit more about what the show, you know, how it will be, so to speak. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. I'm trying to get some other folks on board with me and finish putting it together. But I want it to be lighthearted and fun and entertain folks, because this is a time that we could use some laughs and some entertainment.
No doubt. Says you've always wanted to do a hee-haw SNL type show, so I hope that works out great. And when you get everything set, be sure to hit me up. I'd like to add some new programming to ICTV, so that would be one of them that I would love to add, because I had Hee Haw on there for a while, some of the older episodes of Hee Haw.
Absolutely, and thank you. And listen, I need to hit you up. You're one of the funniest guys I know, so we need some material, baby.
That's right. I can definitely handle that, or help you out with that, too.
That'd be great.
You betcha. Would love to do that. I'll tell you what, we're going to play one of your songs here and let folks that don't know you and that haven't heard our previous interviews see what you sound like. You've got a song that you did a duet with a lady by the name of Leona Williams, and it's your rendition of a song called Jackson. I absolutely love it. It came out great, man.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you very much. Leona Williams is an absolute treasure. She's just one of the sweetest ladies I've ever known, and it was an honor to get to record that with her. And so we had a lot of fun doing it, and it kind of came into play close to the end of the album. The album was all recorded, and a friend of mine connected me with her because I said, I needed one more song for the album. I had like 3 possibilities, and I said, we should do Jackson. I said, I just can't find anybody that I really want to do that with. I don't know who I just don't know who I would do that with. It'd have to be somebody very special. They mentioned something about Leona Williams, and I went, man, now that would really be cool. They said, well, I'd hook you. I bet she would do it with you. So, long story short, we got it all connected up, and we had one window of opportunity that I was going to be in Nashville and she would be in Nashville. And we made it work. It was just the stars aligned, and it worked perfect. And we got to record it. We had so much fun that day in the studio. We had even more fun the day that we recorded the video. So we were truly having a lot of fun. She's a sweetheart.
It looked like it. I saw the video of it, of you guys singing it together in the studio. Somebody filmed it, so it was great. I loved it, man. It sounded great. The audio's fantastic, and she can sing, can't she?
Yeah, man, she's definitely still got the pipes. And, that's my boys in the band. They're playing, and we recorded at Fat Marv's here in Nashville, Tennessee.
All right. Well, we're going to play it right now on KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHSdenver.com. It's Gary West with Leona Williams and Jackson.
We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. Well, I'm going to Jackson. I'm gonna mess around. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Look out, Jackson Town.
Well, go on down to Jackson. Go ahead and wreck your health. Go play your hand, you big talking man, and make a big fool of yourself. Yeah, go on to Jackson. Go comb your hair.
I'm gonna snowball in Jackson.
We'll see if I care.
When I breeze into that city, people gonna stoop and bow. All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. Well, I'm going to Jackson. You turn loose of my coat. Honey, I'm going to Jackson.
Goodbye, that's all she wrote.
That is Leona Williams and my man Gary West. That is a great job on Jackson. Love it. I've loved that song for a long time. Now, we're going to get into some of the stuff that you do with Mr. Johnny Cash, but tell me about him, and you got to hang out. Was it early this year, or was it late last year that you got to hang out on his farm?
Well, it's been a couple different times, 2 or 3 different times.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
I just saw videos or pictures of it recently.
Yeah, his nephew, Mark Cash, it's Tommy. Tommy Cash is his brother.
Mm-hmm.
I met Tommy Cash when I was about 19 years old, and I was playing at a Sheridan Inn in Anderson, Indiana. And he was on tour, came through, and they came into the lounge, him and the band that night, and listened to us. And we've become fast friends, and we stayed in touch. And then Mark Cash played with my band for quite some time. And then we ended up backing up Tommy Cash. Tommy got a hold of us, said, "Hey, would you guys want to back me up and do, all the production and everything for I have a 30-day tour through Texas?"
Mm-hmm.
We said, "Yeah, we'd love to do it." So the first night on the tour, we got done with the show. He came up on the bus, and my real name is not Gary West, and Tommy Cash is the one that basically named me Gary West. My real name is Gerald. It's like Gerald, only it's pronounced Gerald, and my last name is Boger. So he came up on the bus, and he said, "Gerald, if you're going to be in show business, you're going to have to change your name. No, I can't say Gerald Boger." And he would try to enunciate it. It was so funny. I mean, we laughed so hard. So the next night, he introduced me as Gary West, and he introduced me on 30 shows after that as Gary West. So later that year, I moved to Nashville, and I thought, that's a lot easier to explain to someone than Gerald Boger and have a half-hour conversation about it.
Yeah.
So I've been Gary West since then. So that's kind of my connection.
I'm glad you said that, because I read all of that in your bio, and I'm glad you talked about all that, because I'm in radio, been in radio since the late '90s, and I've been Tim Kelly about half as long as I've been my other last name, and my name's Mazer, my real name, but a lot of people I didn't think would be able to pronounce that, and I've heard it pronounced 100 different ways. So
I bet.
Yeah.
Yep.
So everybody at the station, my first FM radio station that I worked at, had a radio name, so they asked me to pick one, and I thought, how about Tim Kelly? And then for a while they were calling me Machine Gun Kelly, and I actually was firing off machine guns on the radio and everything. So yeah. So yeah, I appreciate that, and a lot of these artists that are up and coming, maybe don't realize that, we've got some wild names out there of artists that, maybe should give that a thought, to be successful. But it seemed to have worked for you, because I've always known you by Gary West. But
yeah, it's funny if I get a phone call, if it's Gary West, it's somebody in the music business. If it's Gerald Bodger, I know it's somebody that's wanting to sell me some insurance for my car, extended warranty.
Check your warranty, yeah. Absolutely, that's funny. But yeah, that's some good stuff right there. I wanted to ask you about that, but I didn't know if you'd want to talk about that. But I'm sure glad you did. So, Gary,
yeah, absolutely. I don't know if I may have taken an exit ramp. I don't even know if I answered your question now.
Well, I was just going to ask you about what it was like, hanging out on Johnny Cash's farm, because.
Oh yeah. It was quite an experience. I got to go there. Mark Cash, as I mentioned, that's Tommy's son. That's how I kind of got off on that exit ramp with him. When he got married, I was his best man, and he was going to put me up in a hotel, and I was on the phone with him, and I was kidding him. I said, "Well, why don't you just put me up in Uncle Johnny's house there?" And it got real quiet. And he said, "Hang on." He said, "Let me make a couple calls. I'll call you right back." I said, "Okay." So he calls me back. He said, "Okay, man." He said, "I got you set up." He said, "You're staying in Uncle Johnny's house."
Wow.
I said, "Oh, okay." He said, "You're staying in his room." I said, "No kidding." So he gave me all the directions how to get in, because I was coming in late that night, and it was really spooky. The gates open real slow. It's real dark. It's out up in the middle of nowhere. So it's also a museum, and so it was kind of funny because. I went in, and there was some night lights on in there, and I went in there, and I went in this one room, and And I mean, I went there and I jumped about 10 feet in the air, I swear. But they had these mannequins. I'd never been in there before. And they had these mannequins that had Johnny Cash's, like his jacket on it, you know, it had one of June.
Oh, man.
So it kind of really gave me the creep. So anyway, I tried to get sleep. It was really hard to get to sleep. So, but the next morning, what was really funny is the next morning, as I forgot it was a museum, I hear people in the house. And I thought, what in the world? You know? And they're giving a tour. I'm in my underwear in Johnny's room. I'm like, oh my God. You know, so I shut the door, get dressed, try to put everything back. Hey folks, how you doing?
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
So yeah, that was one of my experiences there. But you know, when we did sound check, I think one of the most amazing things was the first time we played there and we did sound check, we did the Highwayman, and I just didn't really think anything about it. But man, it was something really. You know, I'm not a big superficial, you know, freaky guy about ghosts or anything, you know. But
yeah,
man, there was just something about that. Maybe it was just that I realized where I was at and what was happening. But when it got to the verse where he sang his verse, we take it down real quiet, you know, right there. We don't do it like the record. We take it down real quiet. Just kind of goes down to acoustic and I do Cash's verse there, you know, and when I got there, the wind starts picking up. I mean, the wind just starts flapping these tent flaps real hard, you know, and man, the guys all looked at each other, you know, and I'm telling you, I got the hair raised on my arm, and it was just really a weird experience. And
oh man,
if Johnny Cash was ever there, I felt like he was there that day, you know, and it was just really a moving experience. It wasn't an audience, you know, it was just us. And so I hope that was wind with his approval.
You reminded me of something we did about 3 weeks ago when you're talking about the mannequins in the closet wearing some of his clothes. I took the night off on a Friday night because we had some family come in, and we went down to Branson and went to the Hollywood Wax Museum down there on the Strip, and I had never been in there. And we walk into this one room, and sure enough, big as life, there's Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson side by side sitting together. So I'll share the video I made with you too. But anyways, I'm sitting there in between those two guys and getting my picture taken between them. And I'm sitting there thinking, I got to do something funny for this. And so I made this little video, and I said, you know, Willie Nelson looked over to Johnny Cash and says, hey, man, you want to get high? And Johnny Cash, in his deepest voice, goes, hello, I'm Johnny Cash. And and Willie Nelson goes, is that as high as you can get? And Johnny goes, yep. So,
I love it, man. I got to see that.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. But yeah, that had to be quite an experience. Now, I was looking up some Johnny Cash stuff here a while back, and you can tell me this. You know his history better than I do. But I think the time that he did, I think was his last song and his last video that I saw was called Hurt. And that may have been where he knew he was in failing health and everything. And I watched that in depth the other day. And boy, it was just sad to watch that. And but you know, he still could sing, you know, and still hold a tune. You could tell he was losing his voice, but you know, and in failing health. But that was just a sad video to watch. But I think that was Johnny's last project.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. And if I'm not mistaken, there was something about that video shoot that particular day that. I think June was supposed to go to the doctor or something, and she had got back and she had got some news, and that he knew that. Did you ever hear anything about that?
No, I didn't.
She walked in on the video, you know, during the video shoot, you know, and somebody said something about that he knew. I don't know if that's correct or not, you know. But,
well, it actually shows a shot of her in the video, like she just walked in on him. So then maybe that was it.
Right.
They got it on film in the video, and then it shows some of the older places that he grew up and houses, like maybe out there on the farm and stuff. So yeah, that could be.
You know, he has a lot of deep stuff, and you know, I'm a pretty whimsical guy, but you know, I think I definitely have, you know, I enjoy some dark songs, sing some dark songs or what have you, but that song that is very deep, very dark, and I think for me, watching Cash in that condition, to me is almost it's hurtful. It hurts to see him like that.
Yeah.
You know.
I felt the
Yeah,
same.
I like to see him wound up like an 8-day clock and just cranking out that rockabilly. You know.
That was what I like to see, and he was known as the Man in Black, and that was just his mantra, and he just he was just a great artist, and still everybody, a lot of people that I interview, a lot of male artists, he's one of their favorites. He always comes up in conversation.
I can't imagine anybody who loves and has schooled themselves in music, that doesn't love Johnny Cash. You know what I mean? He covered so many genres, from gospel to rock to just everything in between. He was just and he just did it like Johnny Cash. And he was certainly an original, and I just kind of want to carry the torch. It's amazing that as many young people I run across that don't know who Johnny Cash is now. Of course, I'm getting older, but wow, you don't know who Johnny Cash is or Elvis, sit down, young child.
Yeah, yes.
Let me teach you, and I hope that, we can give these things enough of a modern appeal that they go, oh, I like that. And there's so many of them come to our shows, and that's the best feeling in the world is that, young people that like what we're doing. And then you can say, and I always tell them, man, get you some Johnny Cash music. Go buy you some Johnny Cash CDs. Do your homework on it and dig deep in it, and you will love it. It'll be a music that you will love for the rest of your life. It's music for all occasions, whether you be sad, whether you're mourning, whether you're happy. He has music for all occasions.
Got one of his vinyl records right behind me in my studio right now. So, he is the man, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, you are too, man. This has been fun. I've got another radio interview coming up here shortly, so I want to ask folks, or ask you a final question of where folks can get their hands on your music. Where can they find you on social media and the like?
Well, you can certainly come on over to Facebook and say hello and like us there, and there's Twitter and Instagram, and then of course the website is GaryWestMusic.com, and you can go to our store there. You can download all of our albums, and tomorrow, and well, actually today at 5 o'clock was available is our new single. It's called I Don't Do It For The Money, I Do It For The Love of Cash. So that's available now for download, and all the download stores, Amazon, Apple, all the download stores.
There you go. And
the Ernest Tubb Record Shop in Nashville, Tennessee.
There you go. Absolutely. You shot it to me a couple of days ago in an email, and I'm going to play it as we go out with the interview. But I want to thank you for doing this again, man. It is always a pleasure talking to you. We have a great time getting to reminisce and talk about music on the radio. You're fantastic, and I hope one day we can meet in person, and I'd love you to come to Branson and perform for the folks when all this stuff's over one of these days.
Oh, buddy, thank you for your kindness. I truly appreciate it. And I would love to come there and play. And we've had so many dates cancel for this year. So I think too, now that we know a little bit more about what's going on, we can plan a little bit more for our Gary West show. So just keep coming to our website at GaryWestMusic.com and keep updated on that. And we will let you know on some of this funny stuff.
You got it. And I want to tell you too, everything that you want to do, that you do live, and if you'll put that in our Facebook group, Artist Played on Indie Country Radio. If you're not a member, I'll invite you after the show and get you in there. But feel free to share anything, and if you put a PayPal up there, tip jar, whatever, we know the tough times that you guys are going through, and we want to help you out any way we can. Feel free to share any of your live shows and
that's kind of you. Thanks. And I just want to be I just want to be a source for folks to maybe get some relief. If you come to my page, you're never going to see anything about politics or nothing like that. It's usually I always want to have something uplifting and funny and fun. So come on over and say hi, man.
Same here. Me and you are on that same page, and I'll tell you, there's no political page at all on our website, and there won't be. So it's all fun and all seriousness about this music, man. There's so much good music out there. I don't have time for the politics.
We're sure grateful for your support and what you do for all of us. Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Music for us.
Well, I don't do it for the money. I do it for the love of cash. This is Gary West right here on KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHSDenver.com. Thank you once again, my friend.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
When I was a baby, Daddy played just love to hear it, that twangy Luther sound. There's no way around it, it's a kicking, thumping sound. But if you're soft and tender, it may not be for you. But if you're not offended, well, we know you get it too. They ask me why I do it, I said, let me tell you why. I like it when I'm sober and I love it when I'm high. That rockabilly feel, it's a hit at every bash. I don't do it for the money, I do it for the love of cash. Everywhere I go, people know his name, from his TV shows and Opry to the Country Hall of Fame. Now don't get me wrong, cause I don't idolize, but his name is more than music, even in music's eyes. It's a lot of trouble to play the Folsom Prison Blues. When I think about it, well, I wonder why I do. But I just keep a-working, trying to live that dream. I love to hear that tick-tock and that lonesome whistle scream. They ask me why I do it, I said, let me tell you why. I like it when I'm sober and I love it when I'm high. That rockabilly feel, it's a hit at every bash. I don't do it for the money, I do it for the love of cash. Now money is a factor, we all agree it's true. I got bills to pay and I know that you do too. I appreciate you buying this little country song. Put some diesel in this bus and a Detroit sings along. They ask me why I do it, I said let me tell you why. I like it when I'm sober and I love it when I'm high. That rockabilly feel, it's a hit at every bash. I don't do it for the money, I do it for the love of cash. I don't do it for the money, I do it for the love of cash.
This hour of Today's Country with Tim Kelly is sponsored by OutHouseTickets.com, helping save the small venues. Small event venues have been entirely shut down due to COVID-19. Countless people have lost 100% of their income overnight. It's not only the performers and producers that are affected, thousands of jobs rely on the small venues to survive. Why not donate a few dollars today to help save the small venues and keep live music alive? Visit OutHouseTickets.com to donate today and save the small venues.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
I'll just start with my heart. It's where it all began. The day I laid my eyes on you, I'd found my best friend. And now here we are, you've got one hand on the door. I was the guy who made you smile, now you can't take no more. Like a tidal wave, stronger than a hurricane. My love for you is just as true as it was the first day. Sometimes it feels like chasing the wind, trying to hold on to you, Megan. What if I held your hand more? We learned how to dance. Could you leave the hurt in the past and give me a second chance? It's like a tidal wave, stronger than a hurricane. My love for you is just as true as it was the first day. But sometimes it feels like chasing the wind. Try to hold on to you, Megan. I'm begging you to stay. Don't let a few hard years wash a lifetime away. 'Cause like a tidal wave, stronger than a hurricane, my love for you, my love for you will never fade away. And sometimes it feels like chasing the wind. I'd do anything to hold on to you, Megan. Oh, Megan.
His name is Brecken Miles. I will be interviewing him on November the 12th. That is his latest single. It is called Megan. It is a great ballad in the world of country music. We'll be talking about that and a whole lot more. Mr. Brecken Miles, November the 12th with yours truly. We'll hit the airwaves at 7 p.m. Central Time, as we always do, and he will be calling in at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Well, I'm just about 15 minutes or so away from interviewing some more awesome folks. They are called Southern Gothic, but first I want to thank Mr. Gary West, and what a great interview that was. It was at least our second one, and there will be more. I love talking to him, and we had a fantastic time. We wish you all the best on your brand new project. I don't do it for the money. I do it for the love of cash. You can get the full album at Gary West Music. Man, go get it. It is fantastic. These next artists are fantastic. What a great duo they are of young ladies. They are One More Girl. This is called Love Like Mine on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, also syndicated on KUHSdenver.com, playing new country's best.
So you think that you're the one who's up and scored, you're the first one walking out that door. So take it when you leave. I don't need your sympathy.
KICR Indie Country Radio, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, powered by Zeno FM. Download the Zeno app wherever you get your apps and search KICR Indie Country Radio.
A soft kiss in the morning, then I'm headed off to work. Got no time for real things, just them things that don't have worth. Grab my morning coffee just to make it through the day. Thoughts of you fill my head, and all my heart can say, girl, you make coming home so easy. Standing on that front porch, looking so damn good. Yeah, girl, you loving you so easy. I wouldn't change you if I could. You've got those baby blues, look at you, wrapped around my heart so true. Don't know what I'd ever do, honey, without Sunday morning sunshine, just peeking through the blinds, looking like an angel, wishing I could just stop time. Laying here together, holding on real tight. Feel our hearts beat as one, makes everything so right. Girl, you make coming home so easy. Standing on that front porch, looking so damn good. Yeah, girl, loving you so easy. I wouldn't change you if I could. You've got those baby blues, look at you, wrapped around my heart so true. Don't know what I'd ever do, honey, without coming home so easy. Standing on that front porch, looking so damn good. Yeah, girl, you make loving you so easy. I wouldn't change you if I could. Got those baby blues, look at you, wrapped around my heart so true. Don't know what I'd ever do, honey, without you. Don't know what I'd ever do without you.
That is the latest single from Tony Corrales with the Tony Corrales Band, our good friend from the state of Arizona. It is called Coming Home So Easy. Well, I'll tell you what, it's so easy that you're home right now for the best in new country music. Come home to KICR Indie Country Radio. We'll send that out to another lady who's getting ready to go home, Miss Lula Bradbury, listening to us live in Indianapolis, Indiana, and in our chat room tonight. How you doing, Miss Lula? Glad to have you tuned in, and hope you are loving the music. I've got another great radio interview coming up shortly with The Southern Gothic, and then we'll have a lot more music in our third hour as well. But right now, Mr. Tyler Braden is up next. You can check out the video to this next single on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. It is called Love is a Dead End Road from Tyler Braden on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
Thought it was finding someone that was just like me, wanting college football up on the big screen every Saturday all through fall. But no, love is a dead end road. Thought it meant she'd pick a guitar, shoot pool with the boys in a smoky old bar room and throw them back without a second thought. But love is a dead end road on the outskirts of our hometown, where the blacktop turns into gravel drive sounds. Pines line the river all the way to our house, where family and friends, they all gather around to see little bare feet take the very first steps. Talk about it over and over again, where you thank God it didn't turn out how you thought. We got her hand on the hold. Love is a dead end road. Thought I had it all planned out, who she'd be, where we'd be now, one right, wrong turn. As it turns out, this old boy found that love is a dead end road on the outskirts of our hometown, where the blacktop turns into gravel drive sounds. Pines line the river all the way to our house, where family and friends, they all gather round to see her high school love take my little girl's hand. White dress, wedding bells, and daddy's last dance, where you thank God it didn't turn out how you thought. We got her hand to hold. Love is a dead end road on the outskirts of our hometown, where the blacktop turns into gravel drive sounds. Pines line the river all the way to our house, where family and friends, they all gather round to tell daddy goodbye just one more time. Tears shed for one hell of a life, where you thank God it didn't turn out how you thought. Oh, you thank God it didn't turn out how you thought. We got her hand to hold. Love is a dead end road. Love is a dead end road.
Today's Country.
What I'm trying to say is, baby, I'm not alright, but I'm okay.
Today's Country.
Baby, I've been blessed and I just wanna stay forever in American love.
We got the hits. All the hits. Today's Country.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
I park my heart in a tollway zone. When things get hard, I just wanna get stoned with nobody around to watch me drown. If I'm gonna doing good for the shape I'm in. Been here before, Lord knows I'll be here again, pouring them tall where there's no last call. Just me and my four-legged friends all having a ball. So mind your own business, I gotta witness everything here is just fine. Don't be worried that I'm in a hurry to finish this bottle of wine. Yeah, I know you're gonna probably call Mama. If you do, let her know I ain't drinking alone, my dogs are home. Yeah, I might be off the wagon, but as long as the tails are wagging, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm alright. So mind your own business, I gotta witness everything here's just fine. Don't be worried that I'm in a hurry to finish this bottle of wine. Yeah, I know you're gonna probably call Mama. If you do, let her know I ain't drinking alone, my dogs are home. No, I ain't drinking alone, my dogs are home.
That is the latest single from Tara Thompson. It is called My Dogs Are Home, and you can check out the video to that one on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. Well, up next is a good friend of mine who just come out with a brand new single that was released to radio just a few days ago. I have got to play it at least once. I'm going to play it again right now. He is our good friend from Gilmer, Texas, Mr. Darren Morris with the Darren Morris Band. He has won several East Texas Country Music Awards, a few Nashville Universal Awards, and he is fantastic, and I think he needs to be awarded for this song. It's going to do quite well on radio and everywhere else. It is called I Will from the Darren Morris Band on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, and KUHSDenver.com.
Baby, why you all alone, sipping on that lonely drink, staring at your telephone, waiting on his call? Looks like you could use a laugh to fire up that pretty smile. I can go and tip the band to play your song. I don't pretend to know him in the end. All I'm saying is if he don't wanna bring you flowers, and if he won't lay around for hours on a Sunday when you wanna just chill, baby, I will, baby, I will. And if he can't hurry up and take you out to slow dance, I hope you know I want him. Girl, if he ain't gonna love you with a love that's real, baby, I will. We could slip into a corner booth, get out of this rowdy crowd. I wanna hear your pretty voice. Tell me all about your hometown and your mama, your friends and all their drama. You've got my attention, you don't need him. 'Cause if he don't wanna bring you flowers, and if he won't lay around for hours on a Sunday when you wanna just chill, baby, I will, baby, I will. And if he can't hurry up and take you out to slow dance, I hope you know I want him. Girl, if he ain't gonna love you with a love that's real, yeah, baby, I will. Baby, I will. He don't make you go ooh like he used to. He don't make you go ooh like he used to. If he don't wanna
some country music?
Hey, man, I love country music.
Me too.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to Indie Country Radio and KUHSdenver.com.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Your eyes light up the sky like the heavens on the 4th of July. Your skin, such a view. The Milky Way ain't got nothing on you. Let's break these chains. We're dancing in the rain, round and around like a hurricane. You and me, girl, we can rule the world. Let's set these sails, let the wind take the wheel. The skin on mine is all I want to feel. You and me, girl, we can rule the world. Head rush, making me spin. You're such a beautiful sin. Hypnotized like a moth through the light. Can't you see that you're my kryptonite? Let's break these chains. We're dancing in the rain, round and around like a hurricane. You and me, girl, we can rule the world. Let's set these sails, let the wind take the wheel. The skin on mine is all I want to feel. You and me, girl, we can rule the world. Whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh. Let's break these chains, go dancing in the rain, round and around like a hurricane. You and me, girl, we can rule the world. Let's set these sails, let the wind take the wheel. The skin on mine is all I want to feel. You and me, girl, we can rule the world. Let's break these chains, we're dancing in the rain, round and around like a hurricane. You and me, girl, we can rule the world. Yeah, you and me, girl, we're gonna rule the world.
His name is Daniel Wesley, or you can look him up on YouTube, Daniel Wesley Africa. He is from South Africa, and South African boys can sing, that is for sure. He can rule the world with that voice. I think he could take over Branson, maybe, absolutely. Mr. Daniel Wesley, rule the world, right here on KICR Indie Country Radio. Well, this next gentleman is a great traditional country music artist and a good friend of mine. I have met him in person when he was in Springfield, Missouri a couple of years ago. Mr. Richard Lynch from the Richard Lynch Band from Waynesville, Ohio. He will be live with me on a Thursday night, December the 3rd at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll do our probably 4th or 5th interview, and it will be a fun one. This is called It's All in My Head from the Richard Lynch Band on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
Something's come between me and you. We don't sit and talk the way we used to. You say I'm making up these feelings that I feel. Well, darling, if they're make-believe, why do it feels so real. If it's all in my head, why is it breaking my heart? If it's all in my mind, why am I falling apart? I know I'm not a genius, and I don't claim to be that smart, but if it's all in my head, why is it breaking my heart? Darling, please don't tell me there's nothing wrong, 'cause things just ain't been right for way too long. Every time I try to touch you, you just pulled away. This ain't the way love grows, no matter what you say. If it's all in my head, why is it breaking my heart? If it's all in my mind, why am I falling apart? I know I'm not a genius, and I don't claim to be that smart, but if it's all in my head, why is it breaking my heart? If it's all in my head, why is it breaking my heart?
We are 100% focused on new music. Hey, look, a squirrel. Anything country.
That's a funny word. Hey, these are good brownies. What? Oh, yeah, right. Radio, sorry.
How come you never take me out to dinner anymore?
Well, first, we're about to play a bunch of feel-good songs. And second, you know we're not married, right?
Oh, details.
Today's country.
Pretty wild.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
To the basement! 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 Up to the basement! To the basement! To the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I can hook a trailer on a 2-inch hitch. I can shoot a shotgun, I can catch a fish. I can change a tire on the side of a road. Yeah, I know a few things a man ought to know. How to know when it's love, how to stay when it's tough, how to know you're messing up a good thing, and how to fix it before it's too late. And yeah, I know a boy who gave up and got it wrong. If you really love a woman, you don't let her go. Yeah, I know a
That is called A Few Things a Man, or Things a Man Ought to Know. Yeah, there's probably a few, all right, but her name is Lainey Wilson, and you can check out the video to Things a Man Ought to Know from Lainey Wilson on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. Mr. Philip Sanders has a great video to this song as well on ICTV. It is called Over a Beer from Philip Sanders on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, also syndicated on KUHSdenver.com, playing New Country's best.
I know right now that I'm the last guy that you want to talk to. But you never would have took my call, girl, if you didn't want to. So maybe I still got a chance, however small it might be. Give me one night more, baby, don't close the door on you and me. Come on over, let's start over a beer. I've got a six-pack, you can just sit back, 'cause I wanna make a couple things clear. No one's ever loved me, girl, the way you do. There ain't no way I'm ever getting over you. Come on over, let's start over a beer. Right from the heart and saying, girl, I'm sorry for the way I hurt you. But I know there ain't nothing you and me can't work through. Girl, you're every good thing I've got, and I hope I ain't crowding your space. I just wanted you to know the beer's good and cold at my place. Come on over, let's start over a beer. Yeah, I've got a six-pack, you can just sit back, 'cause I wanna make a couple things clear. No one's ever loved me, girl, the way you do. There ain't no way I'm ever getting over you. Come on over, let's start over a beer. No one's ever loved me, girl, the way you do. There ain't no way I'm ever getting over you. Come on over, let's start over a beer. Baby, come on over, let's start over a beer. Baby, let's start over a beer.
Hey everybody, this is Adam Grant, and you're listening to Today's Country with my good buddy Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country and KUHSdenver.com.
Hey, I'm country.
Well, I've been stomped by bulls, damn near lost my cool. Well, I don't need no sympathy, all night riding intensely. Come on, this misery in Texas gonna take its toll. Send me on my way. Well, I've been somewhat cheated, just a little bit mistreated. I've been up and down, round and round tonight. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey, and drinking on my mind. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey and drinking on my mind. When I get to Tulsa, there won't be no do-si-do. And I can't dance on Friday. Doctor says I've got to take it slow. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey and drinking on my mind. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey and drinking on my mind. To kill the pain and sorrow of a rodeo, I just can't call mine. So when I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey and drinking on my mind. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey and drinking on my mind. Women, whiskey on my mind. Women, whiskey on my mind. Women, whiskey on my mind.
Oh, yeah, women, whiskey, drinking. Three of my favorites right there. Adam Grant from the state of Georgia. That's a Friday night party song, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely love it. And I love radio as well. That'd be number 4. I love putting Adam Grant on the radio. He is fantastic. Hey, if you want to know who I'm going to be putting on the radio next and talking to, you need to check that out on our website, indiecountrytelevision.net. Just scroll down about halfway down the page and you'll see all of our radio live interviews that we have scheduled. If you would like to get in on that, email me at indiecountryradio@yahoo.com, and I would love to play your music and talk to you as well. I have talked to this next gentleman. He is formerly from Joplin, Missouri. He's now living in Nashville, Tennessee, and he has a great video on ICTV to this next song. He's my good buddy, Mr. Milton Patton. This is called Trouble. Why don't we get into some coming into hour number 3 on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
Stand between your toes, girl. What happened to your clothes, girl? I hope you know what you're getting into, 'cause baby, I can rock your world. Lipstick on my cigarettes. Oh, girl, you're turning me on. And once I'm going, baby girl, there ain't no turning me off. You're gonna get us in trouble. I'm just saying, girl, it's fine with me. 'Cause I can lay your body down, just hug and love and rub you all over this beach. Oh, we can go inside of town, find a bench at a park, cuddle up, make a sing. You're gonna get us in trouble. If it's fine with you, then it's okay with me. Tequila through a straw, girl. You steady popping buttons on, girl. No need for calling a taxi, 'cause by the way that you're acting won't make it out of this bar, girl. Kissing in traffic, backseat of a taxi, red bottom heels in the air. The cab driver don't care, he even pay for the taxi fare. You're gonna get us in trouble. I'm just saying, girl, it's fine with me. 'Cause I can spin your body around, just hug and love and rub you all over Dixie Street. okay with me. From the bed to the couch, then the floor. The neighbors yelling, keep it down next door. I'm sorry, but this girl I can't ignore. You're gonna get us in trouble. I'm just saying, girl, it's fine with me. 'Cause I can lay your body down, just hug and love and rub you all over this beach. Or we can go inside town, find a bench at a park, cuddle up, make a scene. You're gonna get us in trouble. If it's fine with you, then it's okay with me. You're gonna get us in trouble. Girl, if it's fine with you, then it's okay with me. Yeah.
Listen to KICR Indie Country Radio 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, powered by Zeno FM. Download the Zeno app wherever you get your apps and search KICR Indie Country Radio.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Trouble with leaving if somebody stays, and the problem with goodbye is it only goes one way. And I'd ride a buck wild Mustang, bareback with no reins. I'd take a barefoot walk across Arkansas. I'd spend a month in the desert just to be together for one night in Tulsa. For one night in Tulsa. Well, the thing about lonely is there's too much time to think. Like me lying here knowing if it was all up to me, I'd ride a buck wild Mustang, bareback with no reins. I'd take a barefoot walk across Arkansas. I'd spend a month in the desert just to be one night in Tulsa. For one night in Tulsa. Well, I'm running on empty like never before, and I miss Oklahoma, but I miss you more. And I'd ride a buck wild Mustang, bareback with no reins. I'd take a barefoot walk across Arkansas. I'd spend a month in the desert just to be together for one night in Tulsa. For one night in Tulsa. Just one night in Tulsa. Just one night in Tulsa.
Her name is Kylie Frey, and that is called One Night in Tulsa. What a way to kick off the third hour of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. If you missed the first 2 hours, oh man, you missed some good stuff. But don't worry, everything on here we do is live, but it is also recorded. We are on Spreaker, that is Spreaker, Spreaker.com. Search KICR Indie Country Radio. We are on iHeartRadio. Same thing in the podcast section. Search KICR Indie Country Radio. We are on Spotify. We have our own YouTube channel. Just search KICR Indie Country Radio for everything. And you can check us out on our website, IndieCountryTelevision.net. The great group Outshine is kicking off hour number 3. This is called Moonlight Crush on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
Well, maybe it's just the summertime heat that's got my heart playing tricks on me with a couple of beers and a good time atmosphere. Or maybe it's the way you tilt your head when you laugh at some silly thing I said, or your angel eyes. Whatever it is tonight, I've got a little moonlight crush on you, girl, a little bit starstruck, having a hard time covering up how I'm feeling right now. Your pretty firefly silhouettes looking just about as good as it gets. You're such a beautiful little wreck, the way you're smiling at me. Yeah, it might be love, or just a little moonlight crush. I'm hoping by the way you took my hand means you wanna drift off from the crowd and the band to somewhere else, all by ourselves, and let our kisses tell us what we got. Then you can tell me what you want this night to be, 'cause at the very least I've got a little moonlight crush on you, girl, a little bit starstruck, having a hard time covering up how I'm feeling right now. Your pretty firefly silhouettes looking just about as good as it gets. You're such a beautiful little wreck, the way you're smiling at me. Yeah, it might be love, but just a little moonlight crush. That strap hanging off your shoulder, I can't help but get a little bit closer. I'd like to do this over and over and over. I've got a little moonlight crush on you, girl, a little bit starstruck, having a hard time covering up how I'm feeling right now. And your pretty firefly silhouettes looking just about as good as it gets. You're such a beautiful little wreck, the way you're smiling at me. Yeah, it might be love, or just a little moonlight crush. Just a little moonlight crush. Just a little moonlight crush.
Is where country music lives.
Let's start the music.
We're the people's favorite. Show the world you love your country. Delivering a much-needed neck punch to the status quo.
What does that even mean?
That means, in addition to the variety you've come to expect, you'll also hear songs like this. Along comes a girl. And this.
I want you to know so bad how good love feels.
And this.
What I'm trying to say is, baby, I'm not alright, but I'm okay.
Thank you for listening to Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
mind turning, knocking that green gold down. Almost time to quit working and take a little ride around. Checking out all the sweet things that spring up this time of year. Silver Queen and dogwood trees ain't all they grow around here. Never seen nothing so pretty when all the girls come out. They call it Cotton and Cornrow City, but we call it Sugar Town. And those kiss me smiles grow sweet and wild for country miles around here in Sugar Town. You might find them with their toes in the river, soaking up the sun on the dock. Evan roots lined up, fish ain't biting, but that's the boys' favorite spot. When it gets a little bit hotter, they gotta jump in and cool down. Yeah, the crops ain't all that need water here in Sugar Town. Never seen nothing so pretty when all the girls come out. They call it Cotton and Cornrow City, but we call it Sugar Town. And those kiss me smiles grow sweet and wild for country miles around here in Sugar Town. Never seen nothing so dang pretty as when all the girls come out. They call it Cotton and Cornrow City, but we call it Sugar Town. And those kiss me smiles grow sweet and wild for country miles around here in Sugar Town. Woo-hoo-hoo. Sugar Town. Woo-hoo-hoo. Love that Sugar Town.
He is an awesome artist from the state of Missouri. We had a great interview a few weeks back. Mr. Tate Stevens, his latest single is called Sugar Town. You need to go get that one, folks. Tate Stevens Music, he is your 2016 Nashville Universal Awards Male Vocalist of the Year. Awesome, awesome artist. This next artist is awesome as well. He's a truck driver over the road, but when he's not doing that, he is making great country music. Our good friend, Mr. Tony Justice. This is called This Side of the Radio on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
Hey, Mr. DJ, know you gotta play that song. It won't be the last time you put it on. I know it's a big old hit, probably way up on the charts, but I'd like to make just one request. Have mercy on my heart. On this side of the radio, you know sound is good here on my stereo. You didn't see me breaking down with every word, reminding me of her. Living every step she took to go. What it's like, man, you don't know. On the side of the radio, everything was perfect. I'd had a damn good day until I tuned you in, man. You took that away. Every single word that I just heard is exactly how I feel. I went from drumming on my dashboard to crying on my steering wheel. This side of the radio, you know sound is good here on my stereo. You didn't see me breaking down with every word, reminding me of her. Living every step she took to go. What it's like, man, you don't know. On the side of the radio, rolling down this long
injured in an accident or assaulted by some very loud music that comes out of your radio? If so, call the...
Skip ad.
More nonstop country now.
You're listening to the 2016 Nashville Universe Awards Radio Network of the Year, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
And I'm thinking about where you are, thinking never got me far. With a whiskey glass half empty, and I play it all through my mind, singing just to make you smile. So you'll miss me and maybe kiss me, and I don't want to change or stay the same. I want to let you go, I want to make you stay. I want to sing along and I want to hold my tongue, what I'm trying to say. 'Cause baby, I'm not alright, but I'm okay. And I order them nice and strong, floating just like a star through the neon light I lean on. 'Cause I'm drinking myself to sleep every other night of the week till I see you and maybe dream you. And I don't want to change or stay the same. I want to let you go, I want to make you stay. I want to sing along and I want to hold my tongue, what I'm trying to say. 'Cause baby, I'm not alright, but I'm okay. Where'd you go? I wanna find you, wanna hold you, wanna know. Where did you go? Where'd you go? I wanna find you, wanna hold you, wanna know. Oh, where did you go? And I don't wanna change or stay the same. I wanna let you go, I wanna make you stay. I wanna sing along and I wanna hold my tongue, what I'm trying to say. 'Cause baby, I'm not alright, but I'm okay. Yeah, baby, I'm not alright, but I'm okay.
They are Shotgun Rider, a great country music duo from the state of Texas, and the video to I'm Not Alright on Indie Country Radio or IndieCountryTelevision.net. There you go. We are radio, we are television. Tonight we are radio, though. Live right now on Spreaker.com. Glad to have you tuned in, and thanks for joining the program. We are well into hour number 3. A few weeks ago, I was sent this great country music ballad, and sometimes you just can't judge a song by its title. That has happened to me before. I've been doing this for a while. This is called I Fight With My Wife. You just got to listen to the lyrics to it. The artist is Bobby Compton, and we'll send this out to Chris Campbell, who sent it to me. This is on KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHSdenver.com.
I'll never forget the day I got the news. The way I felt, the look on her face, so much to lose. I didn't know what to say or how God could let things happen this way. For the first time I was a broken man, and I was scared. And she was scared.
my hand. My mind was racing, my heart pounding. I couldn't go on life without her. Folded hands, I was praying it should be me, not her taking. Could this really be the end? How much time will she have as she fights for her life? I fight with my wife. How would you live if you were dying? Or how would you look at life? Could you ever think about tomorrow? Could you sleep at night? I remember holding our baby girl, and I remember how happy you were, and I remember the smile on her face, and I remember the first time she said she loved me. My mind was racing, my heart pounding. I couldn't go on life without her. Folded hands, I was praying it should be me, not her taking. Could this really be the end? How much time will she have as she fights for her life? I fight with my wife. Could this really be the end? She's much stronger than I am. Please, God, don't take her. Give me the strength to be brave. We'll keep fighting like hell. Only time will tell as she fights for her life. My mind was racing, my heart pounding. I couldn't go on life without her. Folded hands, I was praying it should be me, not her taking. Could this really be the end? How much time will she have as she fights for her life? I fight with my wife. I fight with my wife.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do. Today's country.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to Indie Country Radio and KUHSdenver.com.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
It's never tasted quite like this, burning down with every sip, innocence and inhibitions lost, crashing through my paper walls, taking over, take it all, oh to hell with consequence or cost. Oh, I'm already gone. So go ahead and wreck me now. Tear me to pieces, wear me down. Throw my defenses to the ground. Keep stealing my sleep. Go on and make my defenses to the ground. So go ahead and break me down, tear me to pieces, wear me down, throw my defenses to the ground. Keep still in my sleep, go on and make my heart a mess. I think you might be the death of me, but honestly, baby, it's so sweet. Oh, wreck me. Wreck me.
That is the latest single from Jamie O'Neal. Yes, she's the lady that sang There Ain't No Arizona. That is Wreck Me, her latest single, and you can check out the video to it on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. While you're there, you got to check out the video to this next song, and story behind the song, oh man, this one's got it. His name is L.V. Shane. This is called My Boy on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, and KUHSDenver.com.
He ain't got my smile, that don't bother me a bit. He's got somebody else's eyes I'm seeing myself in. I'm holding on to every moment, God knows I missed a few. The day we met, I knew I had some catching up to do. He ain't my blood, ain't got my name, but if he did, I'd feel the same. I wasn't there for his first steps, but I ain't missed a ball game yet, and that ain't ever gonna change. I could never walk away. Yeah, he's my son, and that's my choice. He ain't my blood, but he's my boy. It hit me like a train the first time he called me dad, in a 3-stick figure crayon picture with all of us holding hands. His mama said, I understand if it's too soon for this. I didn't let her finish, I took it to the kitchen and I stuck it on the fridge. Yeah, he ain't my blood, ain't got my name, but if he did, I'd feel the same. I wasn't there for his first steps, but I ain't missed a ball game yet, and that ain't ever gonna change. I could never walk away. Yeah, he's my son, and that's my choice. He ain't my blood, but he's my boy. He's Saturday morning cartoons. He's aching asleep in your room. He's bigger than the plans I had. He's making me a better man. He ain't my blood, ain't got my name, but if he did, I'd feel the same. I wasn't there for his first steps, but I ain't missed a ball game yet, and that ain't ever gonna change. I can never walk away. Yeah, he's my son, and that's my choice. He ain't my blood, but he's my boy. Yeah, he's my boy.
New and exciting.
Broadcasted live from Spreaker.com and iHeartRadio.
I've been feeling like a train running wild, trying to hold these tracks. I'm tired, so tired. let's make a getaway and never look back. There's no plan on a night like this. We'll get it started with a kiss. Girl, keep me busy tonight. Hold me close and dance with your hand in mine. Let go and let the world slip behind us. Just let it remind us of the time it all felt right. Girl, keep me busy. Girl, keep me busy tonight. Just a way to make my worries wash away. Your magic, oh your magic, like a shot of Novocaine. Oh, you take away my pain. There's no plan on a night like this. We'll get it started with a kiss. Girl, keep me busy tonight. Hold me close and dance with your hand in mine. Let go and let the world slip behind us. Let it all remind us of the time it all felt right. Girl, keep me busy. Girl, keep me busy tonight. Keep me busy tonight. Hold me close and dance with your hand in mine. Let go and let the world slip behind us. Just let it remind us of the time it all felt right. Girl, keep me busy tonight. Hold me close and dance with your hand in mine. Let go and let the world slip behind us. Let it all remind us of the time it all felt right. Girl, keep me busy. Girl, keep me busy tonight. Just keep me busy tonight.
Formerly from Hot Springs, Arkansas, where he grew up, now lives with his beautiful wife and new baby daughter in Nashville, Tennessee. And that's the first time we met him was when we were in Nashville. His name is Blaine Howard. I went to school with his mom. So, yeah, there's that. It is called Keep Me Busy, his latest single. And he's got a video on ICTV, Indie Country Television, called Promise to Love Her. You got to check that one out. That's a great wedding video, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking for one, you need to go find that one. Mr. Blaine Howard, Promise to Love Her, has had well over 1 million views. So congratulations to Mr. Blaine Howard. Matt Stell is up next. Video to this one on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. This is called Everywhere But On. It is on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, playing new country's best.
It's a big old world outside this little town. Thought that's all I needed to drown you out. It was gonna be easy. It was supposed to be easy. Put some days, put some miles in the rear view. A few state lines between me and you. Just a little space and time and I'd be fine. But I've been from Savannah to Long Beach, trying to keep your memory out of reach. But there you were in the Delta nights, the Santa Fe sun, the Colorado sky. I could add another push pin to the map, but that don't stop me from missing you. But looking back, guess it's just one place I haven't gone. I've moved everywhere but on. My mail's still going to Mama's house, 'cause I'm still long gone trying to figure out who I am without you, and why I still think about you. Just biding my time making ends meet, loading trucks, pouring coffee, pouring concrete. planning my next move, getting over you, yeah. But I've been from Savannah to Long Beach, trying to keep your memory out of reach. But there you were in the Delta nights, the Santa Fe sun, the Colorado sky. I could add another push pin to the map, but that don't stop me from missing you. But looking back, guess it's just one place I haven't gone. I moved everywhere but on. If I had it my way, this old highway would've fixed me up somehow, would've led me home by now. I've been from Savannah to Long Beach, trying to keep your memory out of reach. But there you were in the Delta nights, the Santa Fe sun, the Colorado sky. I could add another push pin to the map, but that don't stop me from missing you. Looking back, guess it's just one place I haven't gone. I moved everywhere but on. I moved everywhere but on.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to Indie Country Radio and KUHSdenver.com.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Last night when you called me, told me how you love me, I couldn't help but question where's the proof. When I talk, you don't listen. Is there something that's gone missing? Your mind somewhere else, isn't that the truth? Overnight work trip again. Are you sure you didn't see my text come in? These days I spend my nights wondering where you've been. Gone for a week with your hunting buddies. You come home and your boots ain't muddy. Your face is freshly shaved and your cheeks are smooth. Touch this evening. You're barely home before you're leaving. You're here to just pretend, baby, what's the use? Isn't that the truth? Autumn's here and summer's over. Days are short, nights grow colder. Seasons change, but we don't get to choose. I can tell when winter's coming. It's time to leave the water running. The pipes will freeze for sure, isn't that the truth? It seems like you were always going. Leave me hanging, never knowing
the new women of country music. Isn't that the truth? Miss Jessie Lynn right there, the Alabama cowgirl herself. Check out her latest single, Isn't That the Truth, on jessielynn.net. That is her official website, and she is fantastic. We are working on getting her booked for another live radio interview. It'll be our second or third or something like that. I lost track, but she is fantastic. We have met her in person as well at some great award shows in Nashville, Tennessee. She performs all over the place. Miss Tiana Woods from Canada is up next. Her latest single is called Runaway Train on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, and KUHSdenver.com.
Making the sinner or considered a saint, or living between temptation and restraint. Only you know what you are and what you ain't. This ride through life can be like a runaway train. It'll travel faster with every passing year. There's no brake to pull, so you gotta learn to steer. It'll test your faith to arrive on time, not late. This ride through life can be like a runaway train. The speed of life makes it all a short ride, and the ticket's only good one way, one time. You judge by how you live, not how you explain. The ride you take through life on the runaway train. If a scar and mark just proves that you're alive, they're a testament to your power to survive. 'Cause at the start, that end looks further away. This ride through life can be like a runaway train. The speed of life makes it all a short ride, and the ticket's only good one way, one time. You judge by how you live, not how you explain. The ride you take through life on the runaway train. What I've learned about this ride, where travelers come and gone, is no matter how you live it, the train will still roll on. The speed of life makes it all a short ride, and the ticket's only good one way, one time. Judge by how you live, not how you explain. The ride you take through life on the runaway train. Life's a runaway train.
Because there's no such thing as enough country. You know that great song that you just can't get out of your head? We're playing it right now. Wow, it's like we're right there inside your head. Okay, well, maybe not literally.
Don't touch that dial!
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I used to want to be a cowboy, a shadow in the sunset. That's why I started smoking cigarettes. I used to want to be a cowboy,
close to worth your love. I wanna be who you thought I would. There's a lot of things I used to wanna be till you stopped loving me. Now I wanna be steady, I wanna be forever. Now I wanna be the me I could have been when we were together. I wanna be at least almost close to worth your love. I wanna be who you thought I was. Yeah, I wanna be who you thought I was.
That is the latest single from Miss Brandy Clark. It is called Who You Thought I Was. You can check out the video to that one on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net, and you can see her perform it live on Indie Country Television from Saturday night at the Grand Ole Opry. Just stop the music player up at the top and click the videos down below. You'll see Saturday night at the Grand Ole Opry, and she'll perform it live on there. We'll have a new episode that will be posted this coming Sunday. We also have the Canadian Country Music Awards from 2020 airing on ICTV, Indie Country Television as well. Lots of good programming, radio and television. Let's keep the radio thing going, though. How about Mr. Cameron Marlowe up next? This is called Giving You Up on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio. Also syndicated on KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
Don't you dare try and reappear after you already got me standing here. I can't believe you'd come in me looking for a little bit of sympathy, like I wasn't the one you left all alone crying, looking like a hot mess. Don't show your face round here anymore, honey. This is something you better get through your head, 'cause I'm giving you up, just like I did them Marlboro Lights, and I'm giving you up the same way I did the whiskey on ice. And it's all so tough, you turn me to a man I don't even recognize. I'm giving you up the same way you did me out in the moonlight. What the hell are you thinking coming round to visit? Completely uninvited, messing with my brain again. You couldn't give me the satisfaction of forgetting. Your existence showed up when I thought I'd finally found the end. Don't be coming over looking for a conversation, dropping little hints that you want me back again, 'cause I'm so sick and tired of the little lies you tell me. So here is all I'm saying, baby, better listen in, 'cause I'm giving you up, just like I did them Marlboro Lights. And I'm giving you up the same way I did the whiskey on ice. And it's all so tough, you turn me into a man I don't even recognize. I'm giving you up the same way you did me out in the moonlight. Yeah, I'm giving you same way
Listen to KICR Indie Country Radio 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, powered by Zeno FM. Download the Zeno app wherever you get your apps and search KICR Indie Country Radio.
You're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
Dancing along to the dreams in her head. You come up slowly, close as you can get. You smell her perfume like roses and rain. You find the courage to ask her her name. She smiles like she knows you, though you haven't met. You're hoping to hear your name on her breath. When you take a chance on a wild thing, you risk it all just to hear her sing. You're riding a dove with eagle's wings. When you take a chance on a wild thing, the canyons will echo, the earth it will shake, as all of your preconceived notions will break. She'll open your mind and you'll wonder why it took you so long to belong to the sky. When you take a chance on a wild thing, you risk it all just to hear her sing. You'll be riding a dove with eagle's wings. When you take a chance on a wild thing. She'll draw you in body and soul, make you a believer, make you a believer. Once you've had a taste of her gold, you'll want her and need her. When you take a chance on a wild thing, you risk it all just to hear her sing. You'll be riding a dove with eagle's wings. When you take a chance on a wild thing, when you take a chance on a wild thing, you risk it all just to hear her sing. You'll be riding a dove with eagle's wings. When you take a chance on a wild thing. When you take a chance on a wild thing.
Her name is Jenna Torres. She is from New York City. We had a great radio interview, our second one just a few weeks ago. Absolutely love her brand new single. It is called Wild Thing. She is, ain't she? Well, join me next Thursday night. I will be live with Mr. Dan Washburn. Then Michael Lusk and Dee Dee O'Malley will join me as well. Then next Friday night, Tracy Miller and Mr. Cody Bowen. Two great shows. I'm telling you, next Thursday the 29th and Friday the 30th. You be sure to tune in on Spreaker.com. Search KICR Indie Country Radio. A big thank you to Mr. Gary West. Gary West Music is his website, and a great interview tonight. He is fantastic. For the love of cash, go check him out. Today's Country with Tim Kelly is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Check us out on our Facebook page, Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there, and we will like you right back. You guys have a good week, a good weekend, and I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. second base down that old